Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Primarily Scripture. I am your host, Cindy Young, and we have Vienna back again with us today. Hey, Vienna, have you been reading your scriptures?
Yes.
Good. Do you know where we are in Come Follow Me this week?
We're in Doctrine and Covenants, section 81 to 83.
That's right. You can go onto the website and get the free worksheets. Every single week I make these to help you learn how to study your scriptures. And this week we are on the second page of this worksheet bundle. Now that covers Doctrine and Covenants, section 82, verses 1 through 10. And in the margins, I've got some questions and some things for you to consider as you read. And this is one of my favorite ways to study, that every time I read a verse, I try to find something to ponder. So let's just do this and we can have little conversations as we go. Okay, do you want to start it off?
All right, verse 1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, my servants, that insomuch as you have forgiven one another your trespasses, even so I, the Lord, forgive you.
Excellent. Okay, what's the question on the side there?
Who do I need to forgive?
Why is that the question that I picked?
Because he says that insomuch as you have forgiven, that's the one that's highlighted here.
Inasmuch means what?
That it's like kind of like equal, like as much as I give you, you can give back.
Yeah. So if we're going to ask for forgiveness, maybe we need to give forgiveness too, right? That's kind of what this is saying. So do you ever feel like you need to forgive somebody?
I mean, I know I should, but at a moment, I don't really want to.
Oh, that's so real. Yes, I feel that. Just last week, there was somebody who messed something up pretty bad, and it was really hard for me. And they were getting mad at me because they messed something up. And it was just so hard for me.
I don't want to say I'm sorry or it's okay at that moment.
Right.
You know you should, but it's really hard.
We had to go back to this place, and that person was there again. And I made my husband go up to the counter to talk because I knew that my heart hadn't forgiven yet, and I didn't want to get all those feelings again. So I just stayed back and was like, oh, I'm so horrible. I really need to forgive this person. So taking a moment to think about that and trying to soften our hearts and maybe think of who we can forgive, that's hard, but it's important. Okay, let's move on. I want to skip to verse 3. I'll read that. Okay. For of him unto whom much is given, much is required. And he who sins against the greater light shall receive the greater condemnation. What does that mean?
Unto whom much is given, much is required. That's what's highlighted. So,
have you heard that phrase before?
I feel like, no, I haven't heard that specifically, but okay. I feel like I've heard it worded differently.
Actually, Spiderman says something similar to this.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Yes. Does that feel equal to this verse?
Yeah.
Much is given, much is required.
Mm-hmm.
So what has the Lord given to you?
You can be resurrected.
Yeah.
And a lot of other things.
So much. The plan of salvation, right? Which includes our bodies, and he's given us our spirits because he's our Father, right? He's given us the church. He let us be born in these latter days where we have all these opportunities that other people didn't have. He's given us our families. He's given us our wards. He's given us so many things. So then what is required of you? If you have been given, let's take it down to something simple like the gospel. You've been given the gospel. So now what is required of you?
To live in the gospel? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, to live according to the gospel.
Yeah, to live with the gospel, to use the gospel, to share the gospel.
I love that. You can live it yourself, let it be part of your life, and then share it. So I'm going to write that down. Live the gospel and share it. Is there anything specific that you do to live or share the gospel?
Going to church every Sunday.
Yes, that's important. And what about when you're not at church? It's really easy to live the gospel when you're at church and you're sitting in your chair in Sunday school and you say, yes, I'll live the gospel. And then you go to school and you're surrounded by people not living the gospel. What do you do then?
You say prayers.
Yeah, pray for strength and for help. And then you have to be able to be strong when other people do things that you don't agree with. What about sharing the gospel? I heard something that you shared the gospel a little bit today.
I gave my friend a Book of Mormon.
That is so awesome. How did it feel when you did that?
Good.
Where much is given, much is required. If you don't have the gospel in your life, can you share it with somebody else? No. In order for somebody to hear it, they have to hear it from somebody who already knows it.
Yeah.
And that's been given to you. And so it's your responsibility to share in how you act, in how you speak, in what you do, in how you give Book of Mormons to friends with a smile on your face. That is so awesome. I love that. Okay, let's keep going. Go ahead and read verse 10 for us.
I, the Lord, am bound when ye do what I say, but when ye do not what I say, ye have no promise.
Okay, so what's it say in the margin?
Can I memorize this verse? Why is this doctrine important to me?
Okay, do you think you could memorize this?
Probably.
Let's find some key words in there. The Lord is speaking. So I, the Lord, is an easy way to start. You probably already have that memorized. I, the Lord.
Have no promise is the end of it.
So there's a promise in the middle, and then there's a way to lose the promise. So let's look at it. I, the Lord, am what?
Bound.
What does bound mean?
Like he has to, or like he wants to so much that he like has to.
So actually he has to. God lives by laws, and if there is a law that says when you do this thing, you get this promise, the Lord has to give you that. He has to give you those blessings. I, the Lord, am bound. He is absolutely required to bless you. I, the Lord, am bound. When is he required to act a certain way?
When you do what he says?
Yeah, when you do what I say. So I bet you could memorize that part right now. I, the Lord, am bound when ye do what I say.
I, the Lord, am bound when ye do what I say.
There you go. The next part is the opposite of it. But when ye do not what I say,
ye have no promise.
Ye have no promise. Just like that.
Just like that.
Now to actually have it memorized, you would need to say it like 10 times today, and then tomorrow do it a couple of times, and the next day do it a couple of times. Otherwise, you won't remember it in the future. You have to like really build those connections in your brain so that it sticks. Okay. But it's that easy to memorize this verse.
Yeah.
So why is this doctrine important?
He basically is saying like, if you do what I tell you, then you get blessings. But then when you don't do what I tell you, then you don't get the blessings because you don't hold up your end of the promise.
That's right. So it's all up to who?
You.
Yes. It is our choice to obey and get the blessings or not. And we really can't complain if we're not getting blessings, if we're also not obeying the commandments.
Yeah.
That's just how it works.
Where if you do what you're told to do, then he gives you what he said he would give you.
Yeah, it's kind of a both ways thing, right? We give him our hearts and he gives us blessings. And then once he blesses us, he's given us more. And so now there's even more required of us. And then we fulfill our responsibilities and we get blessings from that, which means now there's even more required of us. And we just keep going.
Keep going. It doesn't sound super amazing because now you keep on having to do more, but it's really great once you get the outcome.
Yeah, like, it actually is really great.
It's like doing your job. Like you have to do your job in order to get paid.
That's right. But we're getting paid eternally with blessings, right? And by becoming like the Lord. Awesome. Okay, so there are so many more verses here, and we don't have time to go through them, but I encourage each of you to download the worksheets and study the scriptures, but you don't even need the worksheets in order to study. Just open up your scriptures and read, search, ponder, and pray, and use the tips from the worksheet, not just on the verses that are on the worksheet, but in the entirety of the scriptures. You can use these tips, and it will bless your life as you strive to be closer to the Lord. Vienna, thank you for being here with me today. Maybe next time we'll see your cats.
Maybe next time.
Thanks for being here, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Primarily Scripture with Cindy Young. Don't forget, you can subscribe to the newsletter and download free worksheets on the website, primarilyscripture.com. And if you like the channel,
Be sure to subscribe, like, share, and leave a review. See you next time.